And that's exactly why those shipping routes are so critical. That takes us to the next question: which products Australia is importing the most right now, in 2025.
Right, and what's fascinating is how much this list has shifted compared to a few years ago. For example, China still tops the charts as a key trading partner, but the composition of imports from there has diversified. It's not just electronics anymore. We're talking about solar panels, machinery, and even more consumer goods.
Yeah, and speaking of electronics, laptops, smartphones, and other tech products have remained in high demand. A big chunk of those come from China, Japan, and South Korea. And it's not just because of consumer trends. A lot of businesses are upgrading their digital infrastructure too.
Exactly. Then we have vehicles. Cars from Japan and Thailand still make up a huge portion of imports. Toyota, Honda, Mazda, you name it. Plus, EVs from countries like China are now becoming a larger slice of the pie.
Fuel is another big one. Even though Australia produces some of its own energy, it still imports refined petroleum products, mainly from Singapore and South Korea. The demand spikes in certain seasons, like winter, and global oil prices can have a big impact.
And don't forget pharmaceuticals. A lot of medicines, supplements, and medical devices are imported, especially from the US, Germany, and Switzerland. The health sector here is highly reliant on steady global supply chains.
And speaking of supply chains, for companies looking to source products globally, TradeWheel has made it easier for Australian importers to connect directly with overseas suppliers.
True, that's been a game changer. Now, going back to food imports, Australia's agriculture is strong, but it still brings in things like coffee from Brazil, chocolates from Belgium, and specialty foods from Italy and France. Consumer tastes have become more global, so the demand for these imported items keeps growing.
Machinery is another one worth mentioning. Industrial and construction equipment from Germany, the US, and Japan are crucial for infrastructure projects. And with renewable energy expansion, imports of wind turbines and battery storage systems have shot up.
Absolutely. What's interesting is that while Australia imports a lot, the mix of products and suppliers keeps evolving based on global trends, technology, and even trade agreements like CHAFTA with China or the Japan-Australia EPA.
And that means if you're a business, you have to watch not just what's being imported, but also from where and when. Seasonal trends, price fluctuations, and global events, all of that can impact profitability.